Hey, what up YouTube? So I was looking around and I could not find much information on the Hitman Electronic Cigarette by Kingpin. So I decided to throw my own video up here, give you my opinions, you guys can form your own, figure out if this is the right electronic cigarette for you. So what I got here is the nifty little case that they give you in the starter kit, which says Hitman by Kingpin on it. It's a nice hard case, and especially for it to come in the starter kit, that's a nice touch that a lot of the other companies will make you pay extra for. So let's open it up. What we got here is the two 660 mAh batteries, 5 pre-filled Marl Pros, tobacco flavored 16 milligram liquid, your USB charger, and then you got your wall charger. So let me pull this Hitman out. I'll give you guys a closer look, break it down for you. So pull off right here. This is the cone atomizer cover. You've got your 1.1 milligram tank, and then you got the standard atomizer, and then the battery. Now, if you've ever seen the T-Rex by Kingpin, you'll know that they like to give this little glowing ring around it, which, I mean, I like it, you know? It's a nice touch. When not a lot of companies do that, it makes it stand out among the rest. Also, what's nice about it is that if you push the button 4 times, it'll lock. That way, you can throw it in your pocket, you don't have to worry about it going off or anything like that, and you don't have to worry about those pesky plastic covers. And once again, push it 4 times to turn it back on, and you're good to go with that. Let me show you the atomizer. Here's the atomizer. Gave it this classic look to it. A lot of the other companies might be moving towards the cone look of it. You just shove the tank onto it, but they kept it like this. Now if you can see right into there, you might be able to make out the spike. That's what gets stabs the tank, so you can get a good hit. Let me pull out a tank. I'll pull out a fresh one for you. Here we go. Here's the tank. Now, if you can see right there, that's the rubber stopper that covers that up. What you do is you put the atomizer onto there, which punctures the hole. Some of the other companies, what they do is they'll have a hard plastic stopper there, which has its disadvantages because it's a lot harder to pull off, and then also it has the possibility of breaking and cracking. You don't want that because basically it leaks and it ruins your atomizer, and that's no good. So that's why this rubber stopper is nice. But it does have its disadvantages because, unfortunately, when you're shoving your atomizer onto it, what happens is it can actually push the rubber stopper into the tank, and then obviously there's no liquid touching the atomizer. You get dry hits, and no one likes dry hits. So right now I'm going to show you the best way I found to fill your tanks, put them on the atomizers. You'll be good to go. So let me grab a fresh tank here. I'm going to be using the Kingpin Apple 24 milligram liquid. Let's fill this guy up. What I've also noticed is your best bet is to fill it probably about 2 centimeters from the top. That way, because there's pressure in this tank, you'll just make sure you don't waste any liquid. You'll get good solid hits off the get-go. So, filling this guy up. Put that back on. Alright, now so you can see some of this vapor. And also what I've noticed is when you're fitting it onto the atomizer, what you're going to want to do is put it in here, and on the website they say put it in and then give it 1 clockwise twist. I've noticed start putting it in really slowly while twisting it the whole way. That way you can actually feel the spike impaling the tank, and that way you'll know that you'll get a good hit. And then as you put it in, you should be able to see 1 or 2 bubbles floating up to the top. That way you know that the liquid is touching the atomizer, and so you won't get any dry hits. Generally, probably off the first 2 times, you just want to make sure you're not getting any primer liquid. So if you see those bubbles, definitely good. So now let me show you a hit of this thing. Definitely some good solid taste there with a lot of vapor, which is nice because I mean I like getting a good taste with solid vapor. In comparison, I'll show you I have a standard drip tip here. It's a pure battery volcano atomizer and volcano drip tip. So just as much vapor. Actually though, what I've noticed is the taste isn't as intense, surprisingly. And it's not as smooth, so that's why the Hitman, it's really smooth, which I like. I'll show you it again for comparison. Good solid vapor with taste. Still same amount of liquid, vapor, sorry, but not as intense taste and not as smooth. So I definitely think that the Kingpin Hitman does well with that. They give nice taste with solid vapor. Also, once again, what you should notice is when you take those hits, just make sure you see some bubbles rising. That way you know that the atomizer is still in the liquid. Some other things I'd recommend is get some kind of tool. I use one of the handles or the clamps that keep paper together. Other people use paper clips. What that does is, in case by chance you accidentally do shove the stopper into the tank, you can fish it out with this. Or other times, when you're pulling it off, make sure you do the clockwise and pull it slowly again. That way you don't get the stopper stuck on the atomizer. But in case you do, you've got your tool here, so you can fish it out. I just toss this in the case. That way I always have it, so I don't get worried about that. But I say overall, minus its small flaw with the stopper, I think it's a very solid product. I think once Kingpin maybe fixes that, this is going to be a very, very good product. So thanks guys for watching. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comment box. Questions, concerns, comments, random stuff, go right ahead. I always like to answer everything. So thanks for watching again. Swag on YouTube.